This tasty spread, believe it or not, isn't just a staple of American pantries. It has a rich history dating back thousands of years, originating in South America. Archaeological evidence suggests that this ingredient was first cultivated in the region now known as Peru and Brazil. As Spanish and Portuguese explorers made their way through the Americas in the 16th century, they encountered peanuts and quickly realized their potential. They brought them back to Europe, and from there, peanuts spread globally, reaching Africa, Asia, and eventually North America. In today's video, we're not only diving deeper into the origin of this daily food essential, we're also showing the end-to-end process of making it from the scratch. Subscribe to get hold of more process knowledge of these American staples. Let's fast forward to the late 19th century, and we enter the era where peanuts would transform into one of the most beloved spreads in the world. The credit for this creation often goes to Dr. John Harvey Kellogg, a well-known figure in the world of health foods. In 1895, Dr. Kellogg patented a process for making peanut butter by milling raw peanuts into a paste. His goal wasn't to create a tasty spread, but rather a nutritious protein source for patients who had difficulty chewing solid food. Peanut butter soon transitioned from a health food item to a beloved staple in American households. By the early 20th century, peanut butter was being produced on a larger scale, becoming an integral part of the American diet. Cultivation. The journey from peanut seed to peanut butter begins with the cultivation process. Peanuts thrive in warm climates with sandy, well-drained soil. The United States, China, and India are the top producers of peanuts, with the southeastern states like Georgia, Alabama, and Florida being the primary regions for peanut farming in the U.S. Peanut plants are unique because they grow underground, unlike most other legumes. Farmers start by planting peanut seeds, typically in late spring when the soil temperature reaches around 65 degrees Fahrenheit. The seeds are sown about 1.5 to 2 inches deep, with rows spaced about 3 feet apart to allow ample room for growth. The peanut plant itself is a low-growing, bushy plant with small yellow flowers. After the flowers bloom and fertilize, the plant's pegs, the fertilized ovary, elongate and grow downward into the soil where the peanut pods develop. Peanuts need about 120 to 150 days to mature, depending on the variety and growing conditions. They require well-distributed rainfall or irrigation during this period, especially during the flowering and pod development stages. Too much moisture at the wrong time can lead to diseases like mold, while too little can stunt the plant's growth and reduce yields. Once the peanuts have matured, typically in late summer or early fall, it's time for harvesting. The first step in this process involves digging the plants out of the ground. Specialized machinery, known as peanut diggers or lifters, is used for this purpose. These machines dig into the soil, uproot the entire plant, and shake off the excess dirt. The plants are then inverted, with the peanuts facing upward, and left to dry in the field for a few days. This process is known as windrowing. After the peanuts have dried sufficiently, another machine called a peanut combine or thresher is used to separate the peanuts from the plant. The combine gently shakes the peanuts off the plant while keeping the shells intact. The harvested peanuts are then collected and transported to processing facilities, where they'll undergo further steps to become the peanut butter we all know and love. After harvesting, the peanuts still contain too much moisture for safe storage and processing. To reduce the moisture content to an ideal level, around 8 to 10%, peanuts are dried naturally in the sun. They are spread out in thin layers on drying platforms or left in the field, depending on the region and farming practices. This drying process is crucial because it prevents mold and aflatoxin contamination, a harmful substance produced by certain molds that can grow on peanuts if they are stored with too much moisture. Sun drying can take several days, during which the peanuts are regularly turned to ensure even drying. In some larger operations, mechanical dryers are used to speed up the process, especially in regions where the weather is too unpredictable for sun drying. Once the peanuts are sufficiently dried, they are transported to processing facilities, where the first step is to clean them. The harvested peanuts are usually mixed with dirt, stones, twigs, and other foreign materials. To remove these impurities, the peanuts are passed through a series of screens, blowers, and gravity separators. Screens help to sift out larger debris, while air blowers remove lighter materials like dust and leaves. Gravity separators use vibration and airflow to sort the peanuts based on density, helping to remove any remaining stones or heavier debris. This initial cleaning ensures that the peanuts are free from contaminants and ready for the next stage of processing. With the peanuts cleaned, the next step is to remove their shells. Shelling peanuts is a delicate process because the goal is to crack open the shells without damaging the kernels inside. This is done using specialized machines that apply just enough pressure to break the shells without crushing the peanuts. The shelled peanuts are then passed through a series of screens and blowers to separate the kernels from the broken shells. The peanut kernels are collected, while the shells are either discarded or used for other purposes, such as mulch or fuel. Sorting. After cleaning, the peanuts are sorted based on size and quality. Sorting is essential because peanuts of different sizes and qualities are used for various purposes. For instance, larger, higher quality peanuts are often reserved for whole roasted peanuts or gourmet peanut butter, while smaller or blemished peanuts may be used for peanut oil extraction or lower grade peanut butter. Sorting is typically done using electronic sorting machines equipped with cameras that can detect size, shape, and color. These machines quickly and accurately separate the peanuts into different categories. Peanuts that don't meet the quality standards are either discarded or sent for other uses, such as animal feed or industrial applications. Manual inspection. Even with all the machinery involved, human hands and eyes still play a critical role in ensuring the quality of the peanuts. After shelling, the peanuts go through a manual inspection stage where workers visually examine them for defects. This step is crucial for maintaining the high standards required for peanut butter production. Workers look for peanuts that are damaged, discolored, or have any signs of mold or contamination. These peanuts are removed from the production line. Only the best quality peanuts move forward for further processing, ensuring that the final product is both safe and delicious. Before peanuts can be turned into butter, they need to undergo a process called blanching, which removes their reddish-brown skins. Blanching is typically done by exposing the peanuts to dry heat or boiling them briefly in water. The heat causes the skins to loosen, making them easier to remove. Once the skins are loose, the peanuts are passed through rollers that gently rub off the skins. The blanched peanuts are then inspected again to ensure all the skins have been removed. This step is important not only for improving the texture of the peanut butter, but also for reducing any bitterness that the skins might impart. Roasting is where the magic happens, transforming bland, raw peanuts into the rich, flavorful nuts we associate with peanut butter. Peanuts are roasted at carefully controlled temperatures to develop their flavor and reduce moisture content. The roasting temperature and time can vary depending on the desired flavor profile, with light, medium, and dark roasts all offering different taste experiences. Roasting typically takes place in large, rotating ovens that ensure even heat distribution. The peanuts are continuously monitored to prevent over-roasting, which can lead to bitterness or burning. After roasting, the peanuts are quickly cooled to stop the cooking process and lock in their flavor. Immediately after roasting, the peanuts are rapidly cooled to prevent them from continuing to cook in their own residual heat. This cooling process is crucial for maintaining the desired texture and flavor of the peanuts. Cooling is usually done using fans or cool air blowers that quickly reduce the temperature of the roasted peanuts. By cooling the peanuts quickly, manufacturers ensure they retain the right consistency for the next stage of processing. Proper cooling also helps maintain the peanuts' natural oils, which are essential for creating smooth, creamy peanut butter. The cooled roasted peanuts are now ready for grinding, the stage where they begin to take on the form of peanut butter. In the initial grinding process, the peanuts are ground into a coarse paste. This grinding action breaks down the peanut kernels, releasing their natural oils and creating a thick, gritty mixture. To achieve the smooth or chunky texture that consumers love, the coarse peanut paste undergoes further grinding. For smooth peanut butter, the paste is ground repeatedly until it reaches a creamy, uniform consistency. For chunky peanut butter, some coarsely ground peanuts are added back into the mixture after the fine grinding stage to create those satisfying bits of peanut. During this stage, manufacturers may also add salt, sugar, or oil to enhance the flavor and texture of the peanut butter. These additives help balance the natural oils and improve the spreadability of the final product. Homogenization is a crucial step in ensuring that peanut butter has a consistent texture and doesn't separate over time. In this process, the peanut butter is subjected to high pressure, which breaks down the oil and peanut particles into smaller, uniformly distributed pieces. This high-pressure blending process helps prevent the natural peanut oils from separating and rising to the top of the jar, which is a common issue in natural peanut butter. The result is a smooth, creamy spread that stays stable on the shelf and is easy to spread on bread, crackers, or anything else you might want to pair with peanut butter. Once the peanut butter has reached its final texture, it's ready to be packaged. The finished product is transferred to automated filling machines that carefully portion it into jars. These machines are designed to ensure that each jar is filled with the correct amount of peanut butter, maintaining consistency across the entire batch. After filling, the jars are immediately sealed to preserve freshness and prevent contamination. The sealing process typically involves placing a tamper-evident lid on the jar and applying a vacuum or heat seal to create an airtight seal. This step is essential for ensuring that the peanut butter stays fresh and safe for consumption until it reaches the consumer. With the jars sealed, the next step is labeling. Automated machines apply labels to the jars, ensuring that each one is correctly identified with branding, nutritional information, and other required details. The labels also include important information like the product's ingredients, allergen warnings, and expiration dates. Before the jars leave the production facility, they undergo a final inspection to ensure they meet all quality standards. Inspectors check that the jars are properly sealed, labeled, and free from defects. Any jars that don't pass this inspection are removed from the production line and either reprocessed or discarded. Packing for distribution. The labeled jars of peanut butter are now ready for distribution. They are packed into boxes, which are then loaded onto pallets for easy transportation. The boxes are carefully arranged to maximize space and minimize the risk of damage during shipping. Retail and consumer availability. The pallets are loaded onto trucks and transported to distribution centers, where they are shipped to grocery stores, supermarkets, and other retail outlets. Once they reach the shelves, the peanut butter is ready for consumers to purchase and enjoy in a variety of ways. Whether it's in a classic PB&J sandwich, baked into cookies, or simply spread on a slice of toast.